Sorry, trying to do multiple things at once. Uh, Namely, I'm placing an order, online order that I have been putting off for I don't know how long. I'm just 2 more things. Where is my shopping list? Organization. LOL. Oh, I don't know the color I want. No. Don't need that. I do not need that. I should get this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh, I can also wait for the time for the moon to go down. Alrighty. Yeah, 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 yeah. There we go. Okay, add to cart. Oh my goodness. Oop. Mm-hmm. Oh, is the moon just rising? Uh. Yay. Regular rate. That's that's $3 difference. Why? No, I need to remove that. Yeah, that's cheaper. I can get that instead. Oh my gosh, everything is price gouged. Everything is price gouging. Like it started like just before 2000. There were jokes about it. Everyone was joking about, oh, we're gonna get blah blah blah. It seems like everything's price gouging. Blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah. That's because it is. Ah, it was double sided. No, that one is double sided. Sorry, but yeah, it's just. And then 2008, when the housing bubble burst, the first quote unquote recession. Yeah, nothing really recovered from that. Gas prices. I mean, I literally remember when $5 could fill up. Yeah, like $5 could get us hours, and not like fully fill up a tank. Probably would have filled up my dinky little 9 gallon tank in my car. But oh my goodness, I think it was like 210 was one of the prices I remember. It's just like I would drive. Me and my friends, he had a van. There we go. And we would take road trips. A whole group of us would take a road trip to um what is that, to another state. We were going to a restaurant. There were none of this particular restaurant. It was like a not Denny's, Perkins, before it was in our area. So we would drive 4 hours to go to this restaurant because we had just graduated from high school. It was, the weekend from college, and we had nothing better to do. So we would go for a drive. And it sounds extremely wasteful, like, uh, whatchamacallit, environmentally, which, yes, But on the other hand, it didn't take up the full thing. We could literally do it on $5 worth of gas. Like, I don't know what his mileage was on his van. It was actually decent mileage, but it's like, and we would spend, we would go out, get lunch or dinner. Let's see, it'd be about midnight that we get there. So midnight dinner, whatever. It was, you know, something to do, and it just sounds worse than it is. But that was also a time that even my like I was definitely better well off. I was not rich. My family's not rich or was rich. We were middle class. We were like not the middle class, but we're a little bit higher than middle class in the middle class spectrum. But I have friends who were like less well off, but they still had spending cash. They still could acquire with relatively easy spending cash. Those options just don't exist anymore. And it's horrifying because I can't imagine. I mean, this is why kids can't have anything to do. They don't unfortunately there's no money, so they can't go out and spend it. Like going to the mall, everyone makes fun of kids going to the mall, but they used to have money to spend. They used to be able to shop or looking for it was still a relatively safe spot. And kids, basically teenagers, kept themselves out of trouble. Like if there was something going on, like there was good attention and there was bad attention. And if like other kids were looking at you with like that look of you shouldn't be doing that, you generally tend to get stopped it. I mean, it just, uh, sorry, ranting, raving, because it's not even the boomer generation, unfortunately, like fully destroyed malls. Not entirely. Like malls had a place, but then malls very, very did not have a place. And that is, here we go. Yeah, no, I still haven't placed my order. But yeah, that is an issue of in and of itself because it, I don't know how like I didn't hang out in malls as much as it kind of sounds like I hung out in malls. I really didn't. It's just absolutely hilarious to me. Um, sorry, I'm not doing this side yet. I'm ignoring this side for now. But yeah, it's just things that just why? I don't know how else to put it. There, there are a lot of things that just, I don't know how to put it. Common sense that is so weird. I just can't figure out how to put all the proper frustration to words because like I can't tell you how many times people would say, "Oh yeah, you kids," me and my friends, "Oh yeah, you kids are good kids." It's like, thanks. What do you consider bad kids? It's like, that's stupid. We literally had nothing better to do than like literally me and my friends. If we had disposable income, we were putting that towards like any restaurant we went to. If the secretary, wow, if the what is not waitress? There's the word. Um, like we understood we were a group of kids. No one wants to wait on a group of kids, but at the same time, we at the same time as knowing that we tipped. We tipped super well because we understood that it's kids. We're kids. We're noisy. We're a little, noisier than normal, louder. Well, we still ticked. I just that way I think that sound close enough. But yeah, it's just there are people who's like, oh, kids these days they don't understand it. It's like no, they do. They literally do, but they literally can't. But we can't do anything about it. Like, I don't know. I definitely have to say I did get lucky with my generation that we we got out of the teenager area before it went to complete hell. Um, I really don't know. I feel for today's teenagers. They're just, I just, there were enough bad, what you could call bad influences, um, in my day and age that made things that were not good, like the total lack of manners. It's just was enough of the hey, this is popular comedy. Let's make this seem like it's mainstream, and it's just like that's there's only so much you could do for self monitoring, self not exposure, but uh, self policy. I don't know, not policing, but if you just if you're yeah, getting exposed to a certain amount of things, and it's just like yeah, this is what everyone seems to be doing, so I should be doing this too. I saw way too much of that, but it got to a point that by the time, again, being in college, I mean, I saw it a little bit in high school, but I was a loser in high school. I was a goth. I call myself a loser, but I was in the goth crowd, and I was not popular. Uh, Fortunately, my sister was one of the popular kids, so everyone pretty much left us alone because she told them not to pick on us, which is great. But we also just didn't, you know, be annoying to other kids. It was just it's different. Like it's just weird. Even in the school, like between my generation and hers, there's just enough of a change of the media consumption that was put out, and it's just who knows. Oh god, it's not good. But it's just like we had. I don't want to say a head start for my generation, but we sure as heck didn't have like 90% of the crap that everyone else uh, in the following us has to deal with. It's just let's see now. It's just so weird. And yes, there's particular MTV, wow, MTV shows that I am refusing to acknowledge because they were just bad. Because they were instead of like doing a tagline of like, so you don't have to. Like, I'm referring to Jackass. I'm just gonna say it. Jackass was a stupid TV show. It caused so many stupid things to happen because people have common sense. They won't do what they see on TV. Yes, they will. Yes, yes, kids will. Yes, adults do. I think most of the trouble was that I would see as a result of that stupid show was because of adults trying to do stupid stuff as if they were still, as young as they used to be. Because what is it? I have older cousins, and like some of their friends really, really did not deal well with um, with not being considered the youth of America anymore. That was interesting, and putting that using that term very, very loosely because yeah, yeah, I don't know how else to put that one. I'm just gonna leave that sitting there. Oh gosh, but yeah, some of I have hmm, I have calmer cousins and I have super calm cousins. I didn't realize like that my cousins that my cousins were apparently boring compared to other people's cousins. Like I never really realized that my family was as quiet and possibly boring as it is because, well, it's just not one of those things you really think about. Like, oh, my cousin's cool, and they probably are. It's just you don't really think beyond that. It's like, okay, so let's do blah blah blah, and then I don't know how to put it. It's just things I expected. Like I thought my cousins were like, "Ooh, wow, it's so dangerous, it's so cool." No, it was a paid job. It was like one of my cousins married a hacker. It's like really, they rescue cats. That's what they do. That's their lives now. He he's got a computer business going on, and they rescue cats in between that. It's like there's no mystery to it. There's no. It's just it's cute. I'm just gonna be honest. It's cute, and it's just all these people. You like, oh, they're so badass. Look at this, and it's just like, no, no. It's just as we kind of become an adult, it's like, oh, like it's so freaking hilarious to me because I'm a very boring adult, and I like it like that. I will keep my boringness. Thank you very much. I do not need to be uh, adventurous in this day and age. I have had my tiny adventures. Ooh, that actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, it kind of does. I should build down more. But I mean, it's like no, I'm not. It's like I don't know anyone who became a super spy. Then again, most of the people I know would never actually qualify for that because they would blab it everywhere. Uh, I would say I'd probably be more impressed if they said they're an IRS agent. Um, that would be interesting. That would actually be a very interesting job to have. Well, if I did math. I am not good at math, so I am very happy not to be in a career that requires it. Oh, I'm gonna have to fill one of these layers in eventually. Um, but yeah, it's just I don't know how to put it, but yeah, it's just things that seem ooh and ah and just oh that person is so dangerous and turns out they're not, and then it just finds out that oh this kid was such a good kid, what went wrong? And it's like warning signs everywhere. Oh no, you can't. I could never believe that. It's like, I wonder why. Uh, Yeah. Oh well. Lots of things that nothing can be done with at this point. Ay, but oh well. Yay, rambling. Good grief. I know this is stuff that will never, ever, ever, ever be seen, but I don't care. There we go. So I can see the blue. I'm going to regret filling this in right now. I just have that feeling. Ah, no, I want to go up. Up. Oh well. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing over here. Okay, well, that's done for now. Not like done, done. I think it's done for now. I still haven't placed my order. My order is sitting next to me in an open cart. Ugh. That yellow. That was missing. All right. Okay. Let me go over my order real quick. I don't feel like I'm missing something. Oh well, I can always order something else. Two of those. One of those. One of those. 3 rolls. I know this one's probably gonna be really bad. Check out. Have this go to my house instead of my parents' house because I have done that too many times. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be visiting them at some point in a few months, maybe. But I mean, I'd rather have the tape that I need for the project that I'm working on. I'd rather have that now. Well, the other side's pretty cool too. Oh, that's kind of less cool, I guess. Oh, tough, but from the side it looks neat. Oh well. Alright. Use this address. Hey. Yeah. Also, taxes for the are just so skewed. The rich need to pay more. They do. They absolutely 100% need to pay more because I'm going to use my rewards. Yes, yes, I do. But yeah, because I literally got a bonus for my job, and it bumped me up into the next tax bracket. Like my race just put me in a new tax bracket, and then tiny lowers, and then this little bonus. It's like yay, and then half of the bonus is gone. Half of it is gone. It's just like really, really, which is not the worst thing in the world. One time, a company I had worked for, oh gosh, was I 18? Yeah, I think I was like 18, freshly 19. They were doing mandatory overtime because they were being managed by complete and utter idiots. Um, which, yay, they actually did the right thing and fired him a few years later before he drove the company completely under. But it's like, gosh, I don't know how to. Yes, everything going to my me. Yes, but I mean, it just so, and this was like the a lower minimum wage because this is 20 years, it's 20 ish, 29 years, 29, wow, 20, 21 ish years ago, somewhere around that. Um, maybe a little bit, yeah, about that. And well, everyone went and we got our paychecks after the mandatory overtime. Well, I was the low one on the totem pole, but so I was making the least in the department, and when I got my thing back, I had been bumped into the next tax bracket, so half my paycheck was half of what it used to be, would have normally have been. So I was taking home way less. Let's see here, was it a $300 paycheck? I was taking one something. I don't know. Whatever it was, I was just like, does it, and I asked, and people were like, wait, what? Because, and they just, did the math and assumed I was making minimum wage at the time. So I didn't break any company rules by telling what I was making. It was just assumed that I was not high pay, brought in more than them. But it's just, then they started checking their paychecks because I guess no one was really paying like too much. Like a couple people were like grumbling, but then a couple of other people, very vocal, they're just like, oh, all hell broke loose. It was chaos, and it was wonderful. Um, yeah. So yeah, I don't remember what they did, but like HR got involved because it was handled so badly. I guess I don't know. It was just crazy. Like mine was definitely the worst, being the lowest paid person in the company at the time. But well, I'm assuming in the production line, but it's just like the gut punch of I have less than I actually need. People who did actually need their paycheck and also suffered a massive hit like that. Oh, they were terrible. You do not want to piss off uh, angry women. A woman who's like isn't getting money from her deadbeat ex-husband, type of people that I was working with at the time, but they were angry. Oh, they were angry. They were so angry. I learned a lot of evil tricks while working there, but like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Like, and these were the guys that just like flat out refusing to do what is it called, child support, and like they the bad manager was also going after them because they kept having to take off to go to court about it, and yeah, that was like, yeah, HR really got involved for that, and We're surprised that he didn't get booted then. Actually, now that I think about it, but yeah. So sorry for rambling. But yeah, yeah, good job. You have people who can be angry for you. But yeah, I'm gonna run away because I got my lunch is breaks over, and see y'all next time. Bye bye.